So you guys have been asking for it. We finally got our merch figured out.
As long as I'm driving, there's always a chance. 1, 2, 3!
And I started making like more money than I was earning at my job. I got into it with one of my bosses and I just walked out. I quit my job. I knew my income was gonna be cut in half. I was gonna just rely on YouTube. I was making maybe like $4,000 or $5,000 a month on YouTube at the time.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Back Road Driver.
We're the Mazda brothers.
Hey, we're about to give you an exclusive interview with Mike from Autovlog, humongous YouTuber, and we're gonna race these two cars behind me, and I'm gonna tell you why. So while we were down at Town & Country Ford with Mitchell Watts, Town & Country TV, we were able to do some videos, actually do some collabs with Mike. And with Mitchell. Here we go, he's shifting down, ladies and gentlemen. And after we got done that day, we actually sat down with Mike for a good 15 minutes and we asked behind the scenes questions for his YouTube channel, kind of his journey and what he's done to get to where he's at today and make a full-time income on YouTube doing automotive stuff. We're gonna get to that in just a second.
I want you guys to see the complete profile of the Devil Ray now that the wrap is 100% done. This thing's looking sharp, guys. We finally got the spoiler completed. I guess you guys saw it when it was almost done. We did wrap this ground effects down here. Complete roof wrap on the top.
The mirrors down here.
Mirrors.
What we didn't have, we'll see this stripe right here, the way it comes back to a nice point, kind of mirrors the Stingray, which is now a Devil Ray. That's not a Stingray
This is
anymore.
a Devil Ray now.
And then the spoiler wasn't done, and that just basically, I think it completes the look, guys. Like, this is slick. This does not look like an American muscle car anymore, or American muscle cars have changed.
That may be the case. I think these wheels are gonna have to change too in the near future, but we'll have to see where that goes, guys.
That's enough about all that Chevy stuff, because there's a lot of Chevy guys that have been talking crap about our race that we did, where we did from a dig, 30 roll, 40 roll, 50 roll with the C8 versus my favorite car in the world, guys, the 2020 Shelby GT500. This is Zilla, obviously. Guys, this is the most fun car to drive in the world. Sam may disagree with me. Now, he's been doing some fun stuff in the VETTE. His truck is getting supercharged down at Town & Country, so he's been without that for the week. After the collab videos we did with Autovlog, I'll link that down in the description. The Wolf, my truck, is absolutely not drivable. So it's in the shop getting everything fixed right now. We'll have that back soon with some new improvements. But let's talk about these Chevy guys. So we're obviously new to the Chevy game, but a lot of these guys got really butthurt about the comparison where our 500 over here smoked the C8 in a 30 roll, 40 roll, 50 roll, whatever it was. It just absolutely destroyed it. We're gonna do that again today. Sam's figured out some additional settings on the C8, so we're gonna try to get a better pull from 30 on that deal. We're gonna try to see if we can make the C8 beat the 500. You guys don't like this comparison for some reason. It's a great comparison.
They're both sticker out at about the same price. I mean, if you're talking about markup, you're gonna pay about the same price for these two cars.
Yep. What's not to compare? I mean, what do you want? A C8 versus a C8 with the same trim level? Would that be a good comparison for you? Because right now, these are the top of the line cars from both manufacturers. Chevy doesn't make a faster car right now that's in production. Ford, of the ones you can buy, we did get to ride in a Ford GT in our last video. That's a Halo car, but that's a hyper car.
I see a lot of guys say, they were telling Autovlog, get rid of your R8 and get a Ford GT.
You can't do it.
It's not even possible.
It's not possible. So we're gonna redo that race and see, like, guys, the price is about the same. The horsepower is obviously different, but when you put that engine in the back, the motor's bigger in the Corvette. When you put that in the back and you put down more power to the actual wheels and have less drivetrain loss, I think it's a great comparison. We're gonna find out and do our dangest. I mean, he's driving the VETTE. He's gonna try to beat me in the 500. I'm not letting up. I'm gonna smoke him again and show you guys that the C8 cannot beat the 500 in a roll race.
Now, before we get started, I have a disclaimer on this race. I am at a disadvantage. Let's check this out.
Open the trunk, I meant front. This is funny, there's a little button under here. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Right here, under the light.
Pops up.
So, I am flipping houses and I do have a couple tools in here.
But without his truck, he's having to actually flip a house out of the VETTE right now. I don't know anybody else in the world that's flipping a house right now in a new C8 VETTE.
I've been to Home Depot quite a lot. People look at you funny.
I hadn't seen this yet.
It will hold 4 LED shop lights. I could probably get a couple more in here. But I can go to Home Depot and buy something 4 foot long.
All right, so we're the first, if we're claiming first today, we're the first people, or Sam is, first guy to flip a house in a C8 Corvette.
There you go.
Since Mike's video went out with him driving the Wolf, and guys, he did some hard pulls, he did 4-wheel drive burnouts that he wasn't even trying to do. He did a nasty burnout, probably the best burnout he's ever done, and then the old Southern boy here showed him what it's all about. And I laid down a football field long double stripe burnout that is probably one of the better it might be the best that I've ever done. So want to make sure that you check out that video. Since that went live, we picked up over 1,000 subscribers from Autovlog. Very appreciative. We want you guys to see behind the scenes of his channel. So here's that interview. We're gonna ask Mike some questions because as a YouTuber, we can relate to a little bit of what he goes through. Now he's much larger in scale, but we're gonna kind of go behind the scenes with Mike and ask him some questions that he may have answered long, long ago on his channel about what he goes through, kind of how he come up and kind of his story on YouTube. So on the platform for how long?
I've been on the platform since 2014, but like the first 2 years, especially 2014, maybe I uploaded like 2 videos or something like that. 15, started going a bit more, and then at the end of 15 is when I got monetized the first time.
I guess I should preface this with saying, go ahead and tell them how many subscribers you have right now. You probably know close or
it's close to 700. It's like 690 something.
That, if you don't know, is big enough to turn this into, yeah, 600,000 or 700,000. That's big enough to turn what he does into a business. Now, tell us what you did before you did YouTube. We won't start with, like, tell us when you were born, but when you started YouTube, what were you doing?
I was selling cars. So I worked at a Ford dealership, and I started filming cars because I figured if I put them on YouTube, little walk around reviews, they were like 30, 90 seconds, something like that. I figured people could see them and come buy a car from me. It didn't really work out that way.
So how did it work out? You obviously, and we've done a video on this ourselves, you find out, you think you're gonna do something, it doesn't work, you make adjustments, but what did you do that kind of changed the trajectory of that?
So I would keep on doing them because I kind of enjoyed doing the videos. It was quick, I just filmed them on my phone, and I started getting comments on the videos, people saying, for instance, you know, we're from a different state, Texas, Tennessee, whatever, can't buy a car from you, but your review helped us out, so thank you, type of comments. So then I felt like, well, I'm providing some kind of value, so I just kept on doing the videos, and some videos started gaining in views, meaning like maybe 10,000, they started going up to 20, 30, 40, and then I found out, because I didn't know at the time, that people are actually making money off of doing YouTube videos. And for me, not to get too long or fast into this, but I had always wanted to be able to have an online business, and I tried several different things and failed miserably. I never thought it was going to be YouTube, but it was the willpower and the resilience, I think, that actually made it work, because eventually it just fell, you know, into place, so to speak. And you know, I love cars, I love filming them, having fun in front of the camera. I monetized my channel. The first check I got from YouTube was $171. My eyes went boom, and I just ran with it.
He knew it was the thing. So
yeah.
He told me a story earlier, and I'm gonna ask him to talk about this. You went into work one day, and at the time, how many subscribers did you have?
So, you're talking about when I left?
Yep.
Yeah. So that was in 2017. I had a couple viral videos. My channel grew from 15,000 to 100,000 subscribers in a month, which, you know, that's a lot for anyone, even a big YouTuber. But for someone like me, it was just insane. And I started making like more money than I was earning at my job. But I was realistic as well, because I knew I wasn't gonna have viral videos every video, you know, because some videos just made like 20 bucks. Some videos made several thousand. So, but I kept on doing it. And then a few months after that, April, I got into it with one of my bosses, and I just walked out. I quit my job. I knew my income was gonna be cut in half. I was gonna just rely on YouTube. I was making maybe like $4,000 or $5,000 a month on YouTube at the time. So it was a big step, but it was the best decision I've ever made in my life.
That sounds like a lot of money, but you had already ordered something.
Yeah, I had ordered my first AMG, and that was a $90,000 car.
It's coming. You don't have it financed yet,
No.
and you're walking away from your paycheck.
Yeah, a full-time position.
Yep, at a dealership. So you go out, you strike out, you're on your own. Did you immediately have just wildly big success, or did you have another like, oh crap moment right after you got out and you were just doing YouTube?
Well, I mean, it was a new reality at that time, because now YouTube is what I have to do to you know, earn a living. It's not just fun anymore or something I'm trying to do full time. I'm there. I have to make it work, and I just start making or keep on doing videos. Some didn't do well at all. Some did really well. Like, I share a lot, like personal stuff. Like, I made a video about that date when I walked out. I didn't go into detail big time, but that video did really well. And I just kept on making videos, did car reviews, that kind of thing, until the car that I'd ordered arrived. And then my channel took off more.
So for our subscribers, if you've not been on Mike's channel, you need to, after this video, I'll put a link to his channel in the description. You can click over there and check it out. It's hard to go into a YouTuber's library and see all the things they've done and progressed on, because it's a thumbnail and it's a title, but that doesn't tell you all of the things that are in that 6 to 25 minute video. How many vehicles have you owned now? I know you've reviewed a ton of stuff, but since you started YouTube, how many vehicles have you owned? And some of them you've already sold, but like, walk through your greatest hits on cars so far.
I mean, I guess it's, you know, a good number, but it's not really as many other YouTubers have, but it's definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Name the cars for them.
Okay, so Ford Fusion. Not an exciting
viral video. You turned the car off while you were driving.
Yeah, I put the transmission in reverse. I put it in park. I drove it. You know when it says 0 miles to empty? I don't know if you've ever gotten that in like a Ford.
Yep.
So I drove it. I kept driving after it said 0 miles to empty to see how many miles I could drive after it said 0 miles to empty. I did that in the Fusion and my F-150, and they were very successful as well. Like a lot of experimental videos in that car. So then I got the AMG 2017 C63 AMG. That hydro locked. 7 weeks after I bought it, I had 3,500 miles on it total. So that turned into a video series as well. I got a new one off of insurance 2018. Yeah, we had the F-150, it was a lease. That was about to run out, so I surprised my wife with the Ford Raptor. So that was another cool video because she was freaked out, super happy. Ended up keeping the F-150 as my daily. Had that for 2 years.
Got supercharged?
Yeah.
Is that truck?
Millions of mods.
Tons of mods on that vehicle.
Sold that in 2020. In between that, I got a E60 M5 as well. So that's the BMW M5 with the V10. Had that for a while. I bought another C63, the previous generation, W204 with 6.2 V8. Had that. We just gave that away. We did a giveaway on the channel. Guy from Tennessee actually won it.
Yep.
Yeah, and then in between there, I got the 2021 F-150 as well. I had a Hoopty. I call it a Hoopty. It was a 1998 Chevy Prism, basically a Toyota with a Chevy badge on. I did fun videos on that as well, and one video I've done there is the highest earning video by far I've ever uploaded on my channel.
On a Hoopty.
Oh yeah. The return of investment on that car that I bought for $500 is absolutely insane. So the Hoopty videos have been like kind of like where I do dumb experiments and stuff, put brake fluid in the gas tank, that kind of stuff. That's been my meal ticket really, because I bought a second one, which is a '94 Ford Ranger, which I've done a lot of fun videos in as well, and they've all done really, really well. So
I just bought something orange.
Oh yeah.
You bought an R8. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I had a Ferrari F12 in between before the R8.
Oh yeah, he had a Ferrari too.
I can't believe I forgot about that car.
He forgot about 2 supercars.
No, but yeah, so my dream supercar out of all supercars has been a Ferrari F12. And so I got that in May 2019. I had it for 2 years. Made millions of videos of that car too. I felt like I couldn't create any more content. I put a lot of miles on it. And if I was going to get any kind of money back on it, then I decided to sell it. It was tough. I wish I had more money so I could keep it and buy the R8 that I ended up buying after the Ferrari.
So the pattern I want you to hear here is, as a YouTuber, when you watch content, because you probably don't just watch our channel, and if you watch Mike's channel, that's not the only channel you watch of someone who does vehicles. It's a constant battle between what do I buy next, how long do I keep it, how can I make content that you guys like, and that's the struggle. you're obviously not going to pour brake fluid into the Ferrari's gas tank, although that would go viral.
Yeah.
But it would be too expensive, and the revenue off the video wouldn't pay for it. A lot of people ask, and they're always intrigued about, can you make money doing YouTube, or how does that work? And they don't understand exactly how that works. Obviously AdSense, you watch an ad before a video, but what other ways do you make money monetizing your channel at this point?
Well, like most YouTubers, when you gain any kind of following, I guess, you have companies reach out to you to do sponsored content, talk about their product, for instance, for like 60 seconds on your channel. I mean, that's like the main thing that YouTubers do to earn extra money, is do sponsored content. Now, I also do car giveaways. So, in full transparency, and I've mentioned this on my channel before, car giveaways are a business. It's a business for profit, without a doubt. Although I didn't really make any money on that. That's when I did. We broke even. But eventually, hopefully I will. It's a cool concept. The guy who won my C63, he bought a t-shirt for 25 bucks, and he won a car. So technically it's not a giveaway because they have to buy something, but $25 trade-off to win a over $25,000 car. Pretty nice.
What do you wish people that watch your videos knew about how you do YouTube, or the struggle, or any of that stuff?
That's a tough question. I don't have a quick answer for it, because there's so much that goes into making videos. I mean, basically what I would say is, I guess it's a combination of a lot of things. I don't think people know how grateful you are to be able to do something, because for me, it's an absolute dream to be able to have my own business and doing something that I think is fun and make money off of doing it. That's just a concept that I can't really explain fully in words. I mean, it's a blessing, it really is. But then I think a lot of people don't understand how much time that goes into a lot of videos. They see a dude on YouTube goofing off for like 11 minutes in a video, and they're like, how the hell is he making money off of doing this? But it takes a long time to gain a following so you can get the views. And it takes a long time to learn all the editing skills and stuff like that. There's just a lot that goes into making YouTube. It's pressure because it's a business. You know what I mean? If you don't produce, you don't make anything. It's different from being an employee. So I can't give you like a quick answer, but
that's a good answer. So in talking with Mike, he shared a lot about how every YouTuber has a different deal. Like, you try to upload once a week or twice a week, or some people every day. But when I talked to Mike, what was interesting, and I've kind of noticed this in his upload schedule, you just film content when there's content to film. If there's nothing to film, you don't force a video, and then you put videos out when you got them ready to put out.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking, and it's like, I feel like the bigger you get, a little harder it gets to create good content, because the bigger you get, people expect more. When I was just starting off, I remember I made like a 60-second video about a tail light on the new F-150, walking around talking about, I can't remember what I talked about, but I could never upload a video like that now. People were like,
what is this? It doesn't go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I was so ignorant when I was new, because I was just like, I need to get out content, and I just film whatever. And that really is what YouTube is about, because content is king. So when you're new and you're starting out, just push out videos. That's how it works.
Okay, so a lot of people just assume that a YouTuber is going to kind of stay at the level they're at. Like, we by no means expect to stay where we're at. We're not growing as fast as we would like to grow. You've grown rapid as compared to other YouTubers, not just automotive YouTubers, but YouTubers in general. But lay out the future for what the Autovlog channel looks like, for what your entire internet business looks like going forward. If you could have it your way. I got a magic wand. I just waved it, Mike.
Yeah, so I mean, I've grown rapidly in spurts, I would say. So my channel has gone like, and then it levels out, and then it goes like this again. It's never like anything steady with my channel. It's always going kind of like this. I can get 30,000 views one video, and then another one ends up getting 7 million. It's just very, you know what I mean? So for me, I just want to keep on going because I think it's fun. And for me, it's more passion driven than anything else. Now, obviously, it's how I make a living, so I need to make money too, and that's part of the why I'm driven as well. But it's mainly the passion. So because for me, it's all about like being able to do what I think is fun, and making a living at doing it. So I'm just going to keep on doing it until, I don't see myself stopping ever, really. The pace might slow down a little bit.
Yep.
But
yeah. Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, right.
So we're down here because Mike and Sam, who's behind the camera, are getting superchargers on their 21 F-150. You're gonna see videos from both of our channels about that. You're also gonna see a video with Mike thrashing our 1,000 horsepower truck, the Wolf. He got to do hard pulls, he got to do interstate roll pulls, he got to do burnouts in it. So that's an awesome video, and that'll be on his channel. You're not gonna wanna miss that. We both got to ride in Mitchell's Ford GT back here. Guys, like that car is sick, so you're gonna wanna catch all those videos. I guess what I would say, and kind of the purpose for this video is, we're working hard to create content for you guys. We do. What he said is absolutely true. We absolutely appreciate it. Like, it makes us feel good every time you show up for a video and watch it all the way through and hit that thumbs up button. We appreciate it. Mike, thanks for all your time today. Thanks for the, here, let's do this. COVID's over. All right, let's get down to business with this race. I'm gonna destroy you. It's not gonna be enjoyable for you.
I don't think so. I'm gonna give it my all, man.
You're not gonna even have fun right here.
Let's go find out.
So you guys have been asking for it. We finally got our merch figured out. This will be the first merch drop. Backroad Driver on the sleeve, the BD Bolt logo on the chest. Stay tuned to our next few videos if you wanna know how to buy that and when to buy that, because it's gonna go fast. You still think you got a chance?
As long as I'm driving, there's always a chance.
You call it.
1, 2, 3!
We got a race. Not today, Junior.
A little closer. A little closer. 1, 2, 3!
There's a blue dot back there behind me.
That bad.
We're gonna give the Vette 1 or 2 more chances, and then we're gonna call it for the 500 if it can't do any better. We are gonna get the Vette and the 500 up to the Dragon soon. We live about 30 minutes away, so we're gonna show you what that's all about. And I think the Vette's gonna fare a lot better on that type of environment.
All right, so if I get the hit, it's really close. If Brad gets the hit, it's over in the 500. And if it's pretty much even, I think that last one we did was pretty even. And if I get him, it's gonna be luck. Let's do a 50. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3! I'll definitely say that it's the car, not the driver. 1, 2, 3!
So I misshifted there and hit third right away as soon as we got going, but still just ran off and left him. The 500 goes undefeated in the rolls. We know that the Vette is faster leaving. It launches way better. We do have tires coming for the 500 that are gonna change that though. These are gonna be hookup masters. We'll air them down, and it's gonna be the first mod we've done to either one for performance, and it's gonna change the outlook just a little bit, and we'll see if we can make the 500 launch and leave faster than the C8. I told you so. You gotta listen. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. Peace.